Hey friends, welcome back to the video. We're at 142.35. The thing was, with some of the bad beats, some of the playing, we got some C dollars. So we got another 34 C dollars. So that definitely helps. Was going to look at doing 2NL today, but because of the boost, we're going to go back to 5NL. So here we go. 5-3, suited, get a bit there still. Yeah, feeling pretty good now. Was pretty flat yesterday. It wasn't a bad session. Probably should have ended at 119. So we overplayed yesterday, but lucky enough, we accumulated a couple of chips to get to the leaderboard, or at least to get the GG care for the bad beats and the coolers, because we did get a set of sevens over to like with tens. So yeah, we got smashed in that regard. We were calling three bets out of position too much as well. That's just a self awareness thing. So if you're going to be profitable at this game, you've got to be self aware of your mistakes. And I think that's what I feel like we're doing at a position. We're just calling too much free betting. We got a little bit impatient. The problem is the session before last session, we actually got rewarded for being a little bit impatient. So that can happen. Sometimes you get rewarded for doing the bad plays, but you've got to adjust back to, back to solid poker. Not sure how long we'll play for, but we'll try and play for at least an hour. But a lot can happen between now and with the family being home at the moment. So we're trying to squeeze in a session anyway. Might be a short one. Could be an hour and a half. Hopefully we can double up and then run away, because that's what I used to do at the casino. Sometimes with the $1, $2 games, I'd turn up with $200, and then if I had 350 plus, then I'd go. Ace 10 we're folding there. But yeah, there was a lot of situations where we're just getting outplayed, just out of position. I was going to fold to the 64 anyway. So it looks like I was going to fold just the $5, but I was actually going to fold to the 64 cents. Pretty amazing. I need Justice actually folded. Queen, we blocked the kings, ace king. So queen should hold up here. Pretty unlucky if the king comes out though. New hand. It's fun to see. But anyway, I need Justice. Betting 64 and then folds. Like, okay. I can spend all that 3 betting. But yeah, queens weren't going anywhere. And that was a case of scenario where you should fold anyway, because we didn't close the action down. And we weren't suited either. If you're suited, then we don't totally dominate. We're not totally dominated with ace jack, but in that regard, ace jack off, we are. And that's why you find that a lot of people will actually bet instead of call. Okay, tens. We're raising here. We have pocket tens. If we hit a 10 out of position, more likely to build the pot up here. Okay, folds. Not the nicest pot, because he had pocket nines, he's got a set there. When you got pocket tens, you want nines and eights and sevens, but if you like to call along. But when the board comes out 9, 8, 7, it's pretty scary. Because you do want to get certain value out of those hands, but then when they have a set, it's terrible. And then, overcards, if you're up against them, you're trying to defend against them, they will let go of the hands a lot of the times as well. In position, this is a stealing situation, so we're going to raise it. We're going to raise it here. We're in position. He's trying to steal from us, possibly. We're going to continue the betting here. We've got a gut shot and a backdoor flush. Queen of Spades would be really nice in the next one. And they'll be just looking to shove it all in. We're not going anywhere and we're jamming. If he bets into us, we're just jamming this. He could have two spades as well with the ace of spades. But this is beautiful. He could actually have a set. Could have a lot of stuff here. Alright, three betting life here, king seven. Nice board just to see bet. Couldn't miss this a lot. Hopefully this guy jams. But then, of course, sometimes what will happen is he'll have a set, and then sometimes they'll get their card. Okay, so he's probably got a set, and then he hasn't got the odds. Okay, we'll get cash out, so good. Alright. We did think the ace of spades was there with our opponent. He's only at 15%. Beautiful. So nice hand there. We already had a made hand. Works out in our favour. Don't be surprised we have a good session now because we weren't going that well lately. So to get a few hands going our way would be really nice. It does cost a lot to cash out, doesn't it? But it does control. It does control variance a little bit to a certain extent. Easy for him to not get this flop. But it does hit his range more than ours. Although we've got a wide range here, especially being a small blind in a stealing spot. Alright, the scary card. I'm going to bet this. Beautiful. In position, going to call. Hit the 8, beautiful. Hopefully the ball pairs up. Just going to call. He's short stacked here. Hopefully he's jamming on the river. Board pairs up, and it's a flush. This is like the best scenario you can dream. Alright, he's got aces. So it didn't matter anyway. Okay, we have completed for the January 13th flip out. Beautiful. It means we're going to have even more chips coming our way, hopefully. And the best thing about the full house that we had with the eights is we didn't have to cash out. We made it to the river, and the only thing bad was it was just up against a short stack. But that's the reason why being in position is just so much easier to get paid because he's just going to keep betting. And you just let them, especially shorter stack as well. Just let them bet. Just bet them into you. Don't give up that you got a strong hand. Got pocket twos. Alright, so a beautiful start. Board hasn't paired up. It's really got to go of pocket twos here. Plus, there's three other people in the hands. Would be hilarious if pocket twos actually were the best hand. Come on, that would be amazing. No, need to watch that. Get three other people. They're definitely going to have, at the bare minimum, they're going to have pocket pair that are higher than twos. At least have second pair. But you'd think after three people, they'd have like at least two pair or, top pair. Maybe straight, maybe two pairs. Because on average, you need stronger hands if you're going to win a hand in a multi-way public. Watched Squid Game season 2. I'm gonna give no away. I'm gonna give nothing away, but it's definitely I definitely enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you guys enjoyed Squid Game too. Try not to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't seen it, but did you guys enjoy it? What did you guys think of it? I watched the real life one, which was pretty sad. Not the whole lot though, just to see how they did it. It seemed alright. They gave him a vest or something that just explodes with paint when they get eliminated. I thought that was pretty cool. But I didn't want to hear the backstories of the people. But they did win a few $1 million first place. That's pretty cool. King Queen, takes away the win. King Queen suited. If we get raised on, we're probably cool. Just because we got position here. Alright, open ender. Continue bidding. He could easily have a jack or a 10, so he's probably not going anyway. Gotta keep going here. We've got so many outs. We've got like at least 30% equity here. And then if they fold, that helps as well when we don't hit our hands. So if they call and we hit our hands, then we can get a bigger bet, or our smaller bets are bigger on the river. All right, two pair, but we're not excited. We could probably even check here. I'm gonna bet since we opened though, but a lot could happen here. We want to see a king come out. That's what we do want. All right, gonna continue betting here. The flush draw. Okay, I thought maybe we could get an ace to call there. Ace comes out. Do we dare call? Yeah, fold. Maybe we should have called. Was this was a terrible card though? Like as much as it gave us a flush, I don't think I think the action stops there because there's a lot of straights come out with that hands, a lot of flushes. So if he's got a mediocre hands, we're not gonna get he's not gonna call 20 bets unless he bets into us. But actually we had position on him, I think. He was on the small blind or something. Maybe we should have called. Alright, should have set, beautiful. In position again. Flush come out. We're calling anyway, but we're not raising here. Alright. It's just what it is. We're just not raising him. Another thing too is we're not shallow anymore into 5 which is nice. Probably shouldn't have called there. Also, we closed the tables down after winning a few hands. So what can that do essentially is put us into a losing table more frequently and we get out of a winning table. So there is that aspect. Like we are saving our wins, but then we're avoiding big losses, but at what cost? Although it doesn't really matter if you get the $C. So getting out of that. Pocket aces, please bet into us. Doesn't help. He's probably calling behind and hitting a set on us if we just limp in. That's just how poker is. Oh, they'll get some funky two pair hand. Like 4-2 and 4-2 hits. Sometimes it is what it is. Let's gonna raise this up. We're in position. Hopefully no one else comes over the top. Oh, he's actually short stacked. Alright, got a pair. We got a bet 42. Hopefully, we have to call. Hopefully he folds. We're at 18, so just under 1 in 5 chance to win. Yeah, 1 in 10 almost. Probably not the greatest of calls, but 42 cents really. Alright, we've hit a set. Hopefully he's hit something. He's hit nothing. Maybe he needed the king to come out with the queen. Good aces. I've got a 3-bet light here. Hopefully he folds. If not, we can steal hopefully on the c-bet. Happy the trash hand wins, even if it's small. It's gonna call. We're in position. If he's got kings, queens, jacks, tens, nines, eights, sevens, he's definitely betting. Unfortunately, missed, so he just folds. But we got something pre-flop. And also in the higher tables, when we get to eventually the higher tables, um, where the money's made pre-flop, it's not essentially post-flop because a lot of people actually know how to play post-flop pretty good. Probably shouldn't have called there pre-flop. Yeah, probably should have followed that. All right, got sixes. But 3-bet here. This will just help us if we hit the 6. Unless someone comes over the top. There's not really too much to ask for. And if he does fold to our 3-bet, that's still a win with pocket sixes. Because they rarely make it to the river unless you hit a set. Got an open ender, but we're not overly ecstatic. Alright, going for the free card. Alright, if he's got a jack, he's betting. Alright, I got a call. We got a straight. He's got a jack. He could have bet more. I can see 2-pair betting like that as well, just to see where they are. Because we did check behind on the turn. That does open up his bluffing range a little bit. Good jacks, definitely raising this up. Only 17 hands. Alright, definitely raising on the higher end. Got 1 overcard on the flop. Unless he's got the queen of clubs. That's a nice board for us. Yesterday they would have had the queen of clubs. That's how bad we're running. Alright, pocket kings. Raising it up. Alright, got a bet here. Go for 3 streets if he's got ace jack maybe. Would love to see ace jack, king, ace jack, maybe even queen jack here. Could he continue betting here? Need the board to pair up actually. Could have 2 pair. Hopefully you get another 4 on the board. Very very spooky card for us. 2s for folding. Yeah, the problem with that last cut as well, it sort of closes stops the action as well, and it would kill us. It's going to call here. We're out of position. There's no point raising it up because we're never totally dominated with ace ten suited. We just need to see another club coming out. No, I'm going to let it go. Oh, I called. Probably should have called. Not the fact that the clubs come out. We had a backdoor straight draw as well. Checks the bus we could bet here. He could be scared of the king. Plus we three bet as well, so king's in our range. Our bluffs are working now. Yesterday they weren't. They were calling us. Also, they were hitting against us pretty good. People were bluffing against us. But the two best hands we had yesterday was when our opponents just totally bluffed with there. And that was actually quite funny. I think it was ace jack suited, but nothing was on the board for him. And then on the other spectrum, we tried bluffing, and then someone called us with a small pocket pair. But then we did have someone call us with a small pocket pair and lost. So it goes around, comes around, but it's really frustrating sometimes you try and run a bluff. That makes sense. But if your opponent's not a thinking player, or maybe that he was a thinking player, he decided to call it up. 10-8 suited. King queen offsuit. Raises it up. It's a short stack. I'm going to call. Alright, we're jamming here. You could have aces. Who cares? Alright, just jammed it up. If he was chasing, he would have called too. The reason we jammed there was just though, although if he wasn't chasing a flush, and then the flush come out, he probably wouldn't have thrown in anything, and that was probably our last chance to make some money. So far, so good on the session. So what do we got? We got sitting with 20 on top of 20, 44, probably about 151 at the moment. Checking behind just because we're never dominated with ace jack suited. Not a bad board for us. Calling down. Backdoor flush. We hit a 7. I got a bet here. Let's get a bet here. Looks like he should be good here. Hopefully he calls. We hit a 7. The board pairs up. I think we should be good here unless he's got like an 8. Okay, betting there at the end. He's probably not calling, so. And if we ever throw a bet in, and he raises us, just raises us, it's pretty tricky to make those calls. But in saying that, it's very hard. The way he played it, he wasn't playing like he had a king. Got a backdoor backdoor flush draw, so we're betting this. Backdoor straight, gonna check. Hopefully get a jack on the river. Alright, got the ace. Bets into us, we'll probably call. Might have two pair. I'm gonna call anyway. Yeah, probably should have folded actually. Probably should have folded. Yeah, probably should have folded that last hand because he's just betting. See, he sees the ace and he's betting it. It's such a connected board as well. I mean, he could easily turn up with King Jack there and have a straight. Okay, kings, bit of action with kings. That's gonna call. Get everyone in hopefully. Alright, here's set. Hope he's got aces. Let's take my time here. Really need the board to pair up though. Jams us. Call, he's got aces. Not going to cash out. Beautiful. Didn't cash out. Keep the full out. Anything over 90%, I probably just won't take the cash out. I'm going to raise here with ace 9, go for the steal. Gonna bet here. Easy for the opponent to miss, and then just play flip and fold, especially after a stealing position there. Flip fold, hopefully he folds. Yeah, beautiful. Just use position. Loving life today. So much different today compared to yesterday. And that's the reason why I shouldn't play like I did yesterday and just overplay it. I mean, we got away with it because we got the extra chips and then we got the $C. So it was all not in vain, but it's a good lesson. It's a good lesson to not overplay. Continue betting here. We worry about the flush. Worry about straights. So we're definitely betting here. There's so much on this board. Perfect. If we hit a straight, and we got the bottom end of it, which isn't going to be great. Bottom there, S5, out of position. Ace King suited. Raising him. Betting Ace Jack. Wow, goes all in. We're going to go top pair, top kicker, and it's money way pot. We're going to let go because it's so wet, this board. But he's got two pair there, flush draw. Top pair isn't holding on. Damn, we would have got there in the end. I still think it was a good fold though, because it's just so many people. Like, there's so many hands. Like, there's just no chance we're winning that most of the time. I think we're actually losing that hand most of the time. So I think it was a good fold, even though it was a big win. Would have been a great win with the triple up. Keep it behind. We've got top pair. We've got two pairs. Sorry. We're definitely betting here, defending our hands. We got counterfeit. It's going to call check behind. Because he was never paying. He wasn't paying anything there. He whiffed, and then he could have also had, hit a 10. Pocket kings. 10-7 off is gone. Right in the muck. I could open up there. Queen 8 suited. Yeah, it's too expensive. Gotta let go. But remember, we do bet 13 cents even with aces in that spot. So eventually, if they do that and they bet higher, we're going to get our value. And then if we call behind, we can play really trappy. Pocket fives. Would be nice to have that board with the pocket fives. 5 for 5. We'd have the best hands here, actually. Counterfeit, maybe. Eights. Lost the bare minimum, I think. Top pair, okay kicker, or good kicker actually. So yeah, let's go. Little win. Just check a blind. Maybe he's got a weak ace. If he bets again, yeah, okay. We could throw him in bet here, or a 30% bet, and hopefully he calls with a weak ace. Beautiful. Got some good value there with against the trash hands. Perfect. It's the reason why I checked that. It was definitely a way ahead, way behind scenario. Aim for the steal. I got two pair. I'm going to throw a bet in. If you've got a jack, he's calling. Maybe probably should have lowered the bet a bit. Maybe with a 7, maybe he calls with 20, 10 cents. We go for the steal. Get the ace blocker. Alright, so this is a lot scarier. This is a scary board if he's got little pocket pairs. But we're just gonna let go now. Didn't work for us. So he's definitely got well connected to this board. In position, Queen 10, need a king. I need justice. Remember this guy. He had trash hand last time. He bet big and he folded. He 3-bet and folded, so maybe that was yesterday. Probably Queens. Funny enough, I was thinking of betting there, but I ended up not doing it. Would have been a good spot usually to bet with jacks there. Like with it to bet with a jack and get some value from those pocket pairs. Do they pick up on that? You usually want them to call. So I think they usually do call out scenario. So I think throwing a bluff there is terrible. Unless you hit the jack and then it's not bluffing and then you're just actually getting some value. Alright, gotta be careful. Deep stacked. Throwing a bet in. Happy to get the little win. Definitely betting here with a king. Two low cards and a king. Definitely hits out of range. Easily for our opponents than this. Hopefully, small short stacker just folds this. King Queen suited. Easy win. King. Short stack. Alright, C bet wins. Beautiful. Accumulate and chips there. Alright, betting advantage. Just for the because we got the ace, we got position. Queen Jack might fold. We've got the best hands here a lot of times if he's got two overcards. If he doesn't have an ace, that is. You could have Queen Jack, something like that. We didn't have a spade though, but he didn't know that. Could have three bet with the King 9, but we didn't. There with 10 8. Okay. Sort of connected to this board a little bit. Happy for the fold though. Kind of out of position with folding this. You want to see the flop. Okay, let's get out of there. The gut shot though. Gut shot, and we don't close the action. There's no guarantees that if we call, the next guy's not going to go over the top. We've seen it a lot where we get stuck in a situation where they just go all in. All right, got pocket jacks. We like jacks. Queen jack is gone. We're calling. Gets under the gun just because we've got low cards. He could have two like ace king. We're on the opposite side. Okay, we're definitely following this one now. Of queens. Gets folded too, damn it. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of min betting going on. Still, but looks like he's going to call. No, no, still. Was a gut shot though anyway. Alright, raising tens. Out of position though. If he four bets, maybe he should call. You gotta act like he had ace king here. Hopefully he's got ace queen and just take him to the cleaners. I got a bet here. We've got a book. King jack could easily be here. I feel like he's not going anywhere. If he's got an ace, that is, but unfortunately he's got nothing. You know, even a flush draw might find a call. So I feel like betting there was essential just to try and get some type of value. But the ace was a scare card. Getting out of that. Eight five is gone. That was a nice. It was definitely a nice board for 8 5. I think it was a gut shot. Ball's in position, definitely calling. Hit the four on the turn would be nice. Got a gut shot here. Get a free card. Beautiful. That's the reason why you're in position. I got a bet here. Hopefully he's got a king. Hopefully he's playing trappy and he thinks his set's good. We bet a bit higher too. Because it's definitely a spot where you could be bluffing a lot. 5-2 with a bluff. Definitely those little hands. Big blind's where I've been losing the most on the table. Small blind, considering we've been playing quite well. All right, aces, please, someone. Not a great board for aces. Continue betting here. Gonna go check on the river, depending on the river. Well, they could have ace jack. Probably king jack or something like that. It would pay for another street. So 10-6. 12 cents. I can't see us winning that hand. Oh, queens. If someone raises us, if someone three bets, we're definitely more betting with queens. If they jam, I think we're calling. Oh, we're just jamming him. He could have jacks. If he's got a 10, so be it. Okay, 35%. We're just cashing out. Beautiful. Just had a flush draw. He overplayed it. That was a bit of a. A bit of noise in the background. Not pleasant noise, so that's why I turned muted. Sorry about that, guys. King Jack offsuit. Definitely three being here. Going against the limper. Isolating against the fish. How many hands have you got? 8%. Alright, we're gonna let go. Okay, I'm going for a 6, but now we're pretty much drawing dead. We hit a pair, but unless he's got overcards, I was hoping we'd get a straight, but once that card came out, we didn't really have anything. Ace 10 suited. Good three bet it with a suited connector. Okay, we've got a straight draw, flush draw, definitely betting value here. Could easily have a king or a queen here. I'm going to check here behind and get a free card. Okay, now we got a flush. Beautiful. Hopefully bets into us. He calls. We actually bet quite sharp as well on the river. Probably an overbet would have worked as well. Proper queens. So that was a nice hand. We got some real value from that. Would like to see a check here. He's got ace king, he's slowing down. He would have just slowed down the action though. King Queen out of position with folding it. But yeah, we couldn't bet there on the river. He's just going to fold. He's just going to see pocket pairs too many times for him to call. I mean, I don't think Ace King gets really sticky in that situation. Queens. Or two with the steal, hopefully. Yeah, 4-2 is not going anywhere. I mean, giving up. Had to say something to a rude little boy. Alright, I got Ace King. 7-5, call behind. I'm going to raise it up with Ace King offsuit. 7-5, it's sandwich situation, so we let go. Plus, you're going to be out of position against the dealer if he decides to do anything there. Really happy with how this session's going so far. Queen 9 suited. Queen 5 offsuit's going. Okay, Queen 9 is folding. You hit a queen, but you never know. It could be dominating them. They usually got ace, king, ace, queen, ace, jack, probably in that scenario. Depending how many hands they play, I guess. Maybe it's pretty tight to think that, but unless they're a total fish. But remember, with the Russian cash, unless they're a total fish, they're really neatish on this level. Going for 3-bet here. Give it a go. Maybe he's got kings, maybe the queens. Probably could have argued the call behind there, but I think he's betting on that flop anyway. We had a pair there at the end, but probably not good enough. Out of position, we're going to call this 3-bet. It's only a small bet. But then if this happens, we can just check call. I'm going to bet here quite hard. Look like I'll be bluffing. I just tried to look like we were bluffing there, but didn't fall for it. 7 comes out. It's not the end of the world. A lot of draws come out. There all the hands are going. Still trying to steal a bit more. Alright, got a 3-bet like with pocket threes. Same thing again. Yeah, no good for pocket threes there. All right, hit a set. Nice. Hope he's got an ace. All right, we got quads. Betting here because if he's got hearts, we could probably stack him off here. Hopefully shoving. Nice. I think we got max value there. That was big hands. Quad sixes. Beautiful. Sometimes a lot of inexperienced players they will shove the river there and they'll overvalue two pair. Especially if they've hit the ace with the two pair. If he calls, we call him. If negative AA calls, should we call? Yeah, we're gonna call with deep stacked. We've been hitting a bit, so I don't. Gonna call one more. Okay, we've hit a set. Gonna get some value out of the ace or ace jack maybe. If he's got a flush, he's going over the top. And the wheel is there, but we're just trying to get him to call with ace king, ace king, ace queen, ace 10, those type hands. He didn't have it. Maybe he's got a jack or something like that. I have to see him. Hopefully he folds. Beautiful hand. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oof. There we go. He could have easily had aces in that spot, slow playing us. But we got three streets of value. Go mute for a little bit. Family's going to go through and it's going to be a bit of noise. got a flush draw. Also, I did fold pocket aces. That's why you don't play when distracted. There's a bit of distractions going on. Shame it wasn't ace of clubs. Anyway, let's pretend they would have got cracked anyway. Ace queen suited. Would have been nice. Alright, pocket fours. Definitely betting here with fours. Good. If they fold, I don't want to see a four come out. It's a waste of a set. Hand history. I just want to see. Yeah, I want to see where the aces were. Everyone pre-folded. Probably no value anyway. Then we'll just be happy we didn't win 5 cents, I guess, or whatever the pot was. I mean, you got to remember the rake as well. All right, nice little steal. Continues folding. Could argue the three bet there. Ace queen offsuit. Definitely raising it up, especially against against the cutoff. Was hoping you had ace jack or ace 10. We're gonna get three streets of O. Yes, we're being greedy, but rightfully so. I think four bet ace king could have four bet there. Pocket sevens. Definitely checking here. Board pairing's not bad for our hands. I'm gonna bet actually, just because there's a lot of draws here. I'm just gonna check behind. Okay, bet's pretty heavy. I just felt that he'd have be chasing a lot there on that turn, and I think the king allowed a lot of two pairs, a lot of straights. I just think we are going out. I was thinking about three betting against jack offsuit, but decided not to. This is a spot where you could actually four bet. I'm gonna four bet. We've got the king blocker, and it's in a steal situation. If he four bet, if he shoves all in, we're folding. But people don't four bet bluff enough. Shoves all in. Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna stop the actual stream. I'm gonna stop the video now and take the win, and we'll go from there. As you can see, we'll see how much we got, but this was definitely a really good session. Okay, so what are we sitting at now? So 144. I'm gonna get the calculator out because my maths isn't great. Oh, actually, it's not bad, but I just can't be bothered adding it up, to be fair. Alright, 24.39. So at 168.77. So, whew, pretty good. And then we're going to convert the C dollars over to real dollars as well and go from there. And before we know it, if we continue If we get another lot of C dollars, we'll be very happy. We've got the flip out coming up on the 13th as well. So hopefully, and then we had some big pots as well. So then we got some more chips coming in for the daily flip out. So hopefully tomorrow we come in with more C dollars, or we just keep having these great sessions now. Even sometimes the losing sessions end up, like yesterday was a devastating session for us, but we had the C dollars which made up for everything. So things can just turn around just so quickly. But just thinking out loud, the 5 NL, some of the swings, it feels a lot. So when we're up to 123 and then when we're down to 107, it feels like a lot with that bankroll. So it's just something to keep in mind, because once we go up to 10 NL, losing $30 in a session is realistically can happen. Like realistic can happen. So yeah, we're just got to be aware. So probably need to be a little bit deeper stack. So I'm thinking more towards the 300 mark, maybe 250 bare minimum. I don't think we're going to start at 200. I think we need to make ourselves need to at least have probably 5 buy-ins, just to have a crack at that level, especially knowing that you can drop down. Oh, if we start at 250, then we got 5 buy-ins, then we could probably go to at least as low as back to 180 and then go back to 5 NL. And I think that gives us enough chance to have, one or two losing sessions and still being with a chance. I'm not saying we're going to go up there and lose. We could definitely go in there and start crushing it and then hit towards $300 before you know it. And then we might be asking the question to 25 NL. What do we got? Yeah, 25 NL. We could be asking the question there. So that'd be good. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's session. It was very positive. Should have played about this certain amount of time yesterday with 119. We would have been looking at 12 on top. So it would have been about 180 now. That's the difference between stopping in a session at a good time and a bad time. So anyway, they do eat up. See you later. Bye, guys.